Okay. All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone, presented by. Nope, hang on. Presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com. ProChargeEV, ProChargeEV.com. We appreciate y'all for being there with us. YouTube, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Facebook, please like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. Just did a hit with Crane and Company, so appreciate Jake and the fellas for having me on. So it's over a few minutes late here. We did a 7:15 Central Time hit, so just getting started here. But yeah, the guys wanted to talk a little bit about the court situation, as you might imagine. But you know. Um, Kind of a thing, man. It's done. I feel whenever we talk about it, I haven't talked about it. I mean, since the voting last Friday, just I've spoken my piece. There's no sense in saying anything else, But I just feel so defeated. Not necessarily defeated on the issue because the court was renamed, but defeated because I'm just defeated when I think about my state. It's just all the things that people point out about Louisiana forever that suck just continue to suck. Anyway, but yes, LSU baseball tomorrow. Um, on AFR, I did give out my starting rotation and starting lineup for opening day. I'll do it again here. I will say some good mornings. Um, Kerry Hughes, good morning. Trey Potan, one day till Gorilla Ball is back. Jeff McKithen, Tyler Alexander, Bubba Smith, Ryan Amanda Guidry, Stephen Miller, good morning. Kelly Gross, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, y'all. So Jay Johnson's going to meet with the media today at noon, and I presume he'll announce his starting rotation. And his starting rotation is going to be Paul Skeens on Friday, Riley Cooper on Saturday, and it'll be the freshman Chase Shores on Sunday. Thatcher Hurd will go Tuesday. And I believe what Jay is going to do is he's setting that up. So Grant Taylor was going to be the Saturday guy to start. um, Thatcher Hurd eventually is going to move into the number 2 role, but they're setting up for when they go to Texas after next weekend. That Hurd will pitch against Texas on that Tuesday night. So, they'll go Skeens, Cooper, Shores this weekend, Hurd on Tuesday in the midweek. And by the way, shout out, man. I don't know if he's watching yet. I'll see if he pops on here. Um, but Tuesday here on the show, Armstrong Grappling on YouTube. I don't know who that is. I mean, maybe it's Jay Johnson watching the show under a pseudonym. But he said on Tuesday, don't be surprised if Riley Cooper starts. Something I had not heard, but I hadn't really asked. So it prompted me to go ask, and lo and behold, that's what it is. So it's one of the things I always say, man. The internet complicates my job so much because uh, y'all, there will be 100 internet rumors, and 99 of them have you chasing your tail over something that's not real. But the one time when it is why you have to go chase the other 99, and it creates an awful lot of dumb work. But anyway, but yes, Riley Cooper is going to start game 2 for LSU. As far as your starting 9, uh, you're going to have Neal catching, the freshman, and Milazzo likely be a late game defensive replacement. I think that's how they'll line it up. Morgan at first. I believe Gavin Dugas will get the start opening night at second. But I think this weekend you see Dugas, Gavin Guidry, and Napolt, the VCU transfer. I think you see all of them play second. Um, Tommy White at third, Jordan Thompson at short. You're going to see Cruz in center, Joe Barron left, and Paxton Kling in right. So a little odd that Pearson won't be in there. Well, opening night, he'll play this weekend. But I think with Joe Bear, Kling, Pearson, you're going to see all three of those guys rotate for two outfield spots flanking Cruz. So, and DH is going to be Jared Jones, the other freshman catcher who just has mashed the baseball so far. So I think that's how they're going to line it up. Opening night at the box tomorrow. So excited for it, man. Real excited for it. Trivia Carter. Why didn't Crane and Company take questions for you this time? I don't know, man. Maybe I was too long-winded. Lucy B, good morning. Truax, what's up? Tim Gotro, good morning. Double dose of morning scone, culture and Crane and Company. All right, appreciate it. Matt Plavidal, more Matt, sleeping in a little on my one USPS day off this week. Okay. Post office is a grind. I believe it, man. What did Newman say? The mail never stops. And it's Mother's Day. Jason H., what's going on? Trivia Carter, would Dale Brown show up for the renaming of the court? Good question, man. I don't know. I don't know. Hunter Broadhead, what's going on? Gary Petrie, good morning, Scone. Glad baseball is about to start. Your thoughts on the season for the men's basketball team? I mean, the men's basketball team is worse than I thought they'd be, but I'm not surprised at what they are. I mean, my hope for them was they could get to 8 conference wins. If they could go 8-10 and maybe make the NIT, that was my hope for them. Clearly, they're not that. But let's see, two things. Number one, does the NCAA situation get rectified? I know a lot of y'all said, Jordy said LSU's going to get nothing and Will Wade's going to get nothing, which if that's the case, awesome. Because then Matt McMahon, and I don't know. And then Matt McMahon would be able to go recruit without looming sanctions looming over his head, right? So let's see what Matt McMahon can do when he can go recruit a roster without looming sanctions and see if he can coach them up. Jesse Brown, morning, Matt. I'm in agreement with you on the LSU basketball team. To lose as many players as they did, it's a credit to the coach. He could rebuild the team, give him 3 years. He'll get at least that. Jeff, good morning from KC, freezing my butt off. Oh, man. My guy's a grinder. Sent me pictures from Buffalo last week and had to take a Super Bowl Sunday flight from Buffalo to Kansas City. Jet setting, dude. Get it done, man. Bring a heavy coat and wear thick socks. Reed Rule, what's going on? Powder 15. Morning, Matt. Closer we get to baseball season, the more paranoid I am about LSU getting miraculously eliminated by a random mid-major in the regional. Yeah, you got a long way to go to that, Powder. Don't worry about it yet. Yeah. Just enjoy the ride. David Bass, ready for baseball. Jay is the man. Be kind. Good morning. Jesse, do you have a link to the Crane and Company podcast? Well, Jesse, they're on YouTube. So just go search Crane and Company on YouTube and it'll pop up. And I'm sure later they will clip just the interview and post just the interview as well. Brian Wynn, good morning. Yeah, so there's Armstrong grappling. So, okay. So that's my question. Are you Jay Johnson? Are you Riley Cooper's dad? Are you are you Wes Johnson under here as a pseudonym? Because the thing is, I don't know who you are, but I know you don't talk to the people I talk to. So you had some third party roundabout connection to Riley Cooper or someone like that. So I'm very curious to know, do you clean Riley Cooper's apartment? Yeah, maybe Armstrong is Riley Cooper. Maybe that's it, Reed. Maybe he's Riley Cooper. That'd be funny. I was a good call. I'll give you a shout out for sure. But it's also the thing that creates so many headaches for me because, like I said, the one time out of 100 that the internet guy gets something right, it makes you chase your tail because Yeah, and then I'm calling. That's what I did after the show on Tuesday. When I called a few people. I was like, don't laugh at me. I literally prefaced it like, don't laugh at me, but Riley Cooper starting this weekend, and made a few calls, and sure enough, Jay's going to announce it today. I assume he's going to announce it today. But he's not going to stay there. It's just going to be for this weekend and next because they're setting up Hurd to pitch against Texas. All right, couple more. Let's see. James Pujols. This team seems to be a lot bigger than last year's. Any updates on the lefty Coleman? Yeah, Javen Coleman. They were very optimistic that he'd be able to return. I'm sure Jay will give us an update on him today. He meets the media at noon. That's a good question. It would be really good to know if they think he'll be able to return at any point this season. So we'll see. Anything out of him this year, I think would be awesome. So, another good lefty arm. Bubba Tatum, Matthew Denicola, Stephen Miller, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, Cooper was told Monday midday was starting Saturday. So that's the thing. Like, I want to know who that guy is or how, like, I think that is Riley Cooper who's watching the show under a pseudonym. That's what I'm saying. Where are we? Where are we? Dale Broussard, what's going on? Let's see. Steven, very odd to me not seeing Pearson in the starting lineup opening night. Yeah, man. So I don't disagree with you. And ultimately, Steven, think I think Pearson will find his way in there. But um, it's a situation where look, they think Kling's going to be a first round pick next year, and he's a much better defender. And then I think the real the spot taker there is Joe Bear, who by all accounts has lost like 20 pounds and is um, really picked up his foot speed, so he's improved his defense, and he just keeps mashing the baseball. So if you're going to hit 20 homers, you're going to be in the lineup. Tybers, what's going on? Saints need to sign Jimmy G, draft Hooker if possible, undress defensive end, and running back in the draft. Let's see. Jimmy G will be interesting, Tybers, to see what the market is for him. It's pretty clear at this point that Dennis Allen wants Derek Carr. He drafted him in Oakland and brought him in for the visit. They had the framework of a trade set up. Carr, shot it down. Now I don't know if that means Carr doesn't want to come to New Orleans or he just didn't like the terms of the deal. But if he didn't like the terms of the deal, the trade, what's going to happen there? So let's see. I'm not opposed to Jimmy G. Look, give me an affordable bridge option and draft a quarterback. That's what I want to see. Sean Gasser, what about Floyd as a weekend starter? He may end up working his way back into that, Sean, but it's not going to be this weekend. You'll see him out of the bullpen. Floyd, Christian Little, you'll see Bryce Collins. Um, um, you're going to see a lot of arms. I think I'm excited to see Aiden Moffitt. Aiden Moffitt's a big kid, throws mid upper 90s freshman who could, if he develops some consistency, kind of establish himself as your closer this year. So there's gonna be a lot, man. There's been a lot of really good arms, man. I'm excited to see the arms this week. I know everybody wants to see Tommy White and Dylan Cruz, and you're gonna want to see them all match the baseball. But man, I'm excited to see the arms this weekend. It was such a problem a year ago, and God bless those guys. Those guys worked really hard, man. I mean, and they overmanaged every pitch, and they you asked a lot from Razelman and Cooper and Collins. Collins emerging late last year was so important. God bless Mikhail Hilliard. Was your Friday night guy last year, and gave you some consistency. But man, to be able to get through the lineup 2 and 3 times with your starter, to have some dominant starting, just to have starting pitching is it's gonna be fun to watch, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the arms. Bailey C. Saints hiring Dennis Allen in and of itself, clinging to Peyton, 8-28 defensive coordinator somewhere else wouldn't have gotten the interview. That's fair. That's fair. Thomas Amat, are you going to any of the games this weekend? I don't know, Thomas. Like, quite honestly, I have no desire to go sit up there and freeze. I will not be there Friday, of course, because I'll be at Tallulah. So y'all come join us inside of the Renaissance. Take me out to Tallulah. It'll be a fun event. Justin Clary, morning, Matt. Do you think Bryce Collins is the closer? I don't think he will be later in the year. I think it'll be interesting to see how the weekend goes because I don't think this is going to be competitive this weekend. So it's tough to answer. Like, might he get the last outs this weekend? Yes, I don't necessarily mean that. That doesn't mean he's the closer because I don't know that they're going to face a save situation this weekend. Reed Rule excited to see Paxton Kling. I think he's going to be fantastic. Yeah, if y'all missed it, Baseball America yesterday published their top 100 for the 2024 draft, and four of the top eight were either LSU players or signees. Paxton Kling was number 31, and Gavin Guidry was 36. So four of the top eight and six of the top 36. Weston Weaver, Brian Williams, strong side. Good morning. What happened to Pearson and Stevenson? Are they falling off the depth chart? No, I just think Kling is going to be a first rounder, and Joe Bear has matched the baseball. So Jay's putting the guys in there to perform better. I think you're going to see Stevenson. You're going to see Pearson as well. But I'm telling you, we've talked about this, I think, for a few weeks now, y'all. It's I think one of the biggest questions with this team is how some veteran or experienced guys handle taking a lesser role because that's going to happen for some guys this year. Brad David, if LSU would have hired Jimbo instead of Ed, who would have hired Ogeron? Was his stock even that high? No, he would have never been a head coach again. Um, um, Larry Garner, Reed Rule, Armstrong is Raleigh Cooper. Wendell Norman, what's up? Um, that's so bogus. Just a fan that read the signs, lucky guess. That's so bogus. That's like I don't care that you've gone like um nah, he said he's starting the last two scrimmages. I'm typically wrong, so I'll quit while I'm ahead. Nah, I don't know. Merrick Mathern, what's going on? Midweek games matter. No, they don't. Shelby, the closer we get to the start of the season, the more I hate losing Taylor. I figured something out in the summer last year. He figured something out in the summer last year. I was ready to see it unfold. Yeah, man. He was dropping the hammer on people so far, and that's why they were excited for him. But they got some arms, man. They have plenty of arms. So Armstrong retiring from predicting after hitting 1,000. Ryan Rogers, what's going on? Thomas Lamont, what about DH? Maybe Pearson there. No, it's going to be Bear Jones, the freshman. Jared Jones, they call him Bear. He's again another dude that's matched the baseball. Jay's telling you, like, he's going with offense in his lineup because he knows he's going to have the pitching. So he's like, let's go score a million runs and give our pitchers run support, which they'll do. All right, a couple more minutes here, y'all. David Bass, catch a show every morning. Glad you say my name right, Bass, and not Bass. Got it. Got it. Yes, got it. Thank you for watching. Your fave five head, Morning Scone. How many teams do you think the SEC gets in the tournament? Five. Cajunomics. Let's see. Will Skeens hit it all this weekend? I think you might see him pinch hit. Obviously, he's not going to hit on Friday. I don't think you'll see him hit on Saturday. I think you might see a pinch hit situation on Sunday. We'll see. The more I know, the plan was so. It's funny how this has evolved because I've had these conversations with you know, uh, let's say people close to the program. Initially, the plan was he would DH when he wasn't pitching. And then it was he'll pitch on Friday, they'll give him the day off Saturday, then he'll DH on Sunday. And now it's, well, maybe he'll pinch hit here or there because he's going to be, first pick of the draft or right around there. So they want to focus on pitching. So it's interesting how the closer they've gotten to the season, the less and less and less they've talked about him hitting. Trivia, we're talking about the starters, how many closers we have. You got tons of arms, man. You have plenty of pitching. We didn't mention Christian Little, Ty Floyd. Um, all the freshmen that are in. It's going to be fun to watch, man. It's going to be fun. Uh, Kevin Banta, morning Matt. What's your recommendation on a mid-price range bourbon? $50 range. Get your bottle of Old Elk or a bottle of Four Roses single barrel. Mark Vitanovich, Mardi Gras rained out tonight in NOLA. Nah, that's a bummer. Craig Straw, Pels drop one against LA. I hate losing to LA. All-Star break them back to the grind. Yeah, I watched it last night. It was a wire-to-wire win for LA. Initially, it was weird. Initially, LeBron was ruled out. LeBron was out, and Anthony Davis was questionable. They both played, and McCollum played. Larry Nance was out, so shorthanded. But you're going to the All Star break now. Get healthy. See if you can get Z back sooner than later, and go make your run. So, all right, y'all. We are done. Appreciate y'all for watching. As always, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. You need an orthopedist, call Brock. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Restored Motions. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see Crystal. Going to drop off Drew at school. Going to see Crystal Poche at Restored Motions. Book your session. RestoredMotions.com. And ProCharge EV. ProChargeEV.com. Electric vehicle chargers, home, office, car dealerships, ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. We'll see you for AFR3. LSU Daily is already live. Y'all check it out. Peace.